Hey guys, we're back. Another video, nicely fulfilled. Project that's complete. Wife definitely loved this new project. We ended up making a hallway decoration table. So 95% of the material is poplar. Hope you guys like it. Due to the length of the video, I came up with a couple of solutions. One, this project's gonna be broken down into 2 videos, and with the second video having the completion of the actual project itself and how it looks. And the other solution that I have is, from now on, I'll just be presenting what the project idea is, brief synopsis, and rather than showing you exactly what I'm gonna do and go into details and bore you with my voice, all I'm gonna do is show it to you. I will be making videos on how to actually do the joinery, the cuts, the gluing, etc., whatever it is being done. That way, if there are any questions, those questions can be referred back to a short video rather than a project video. Well, holidays are around the corner. Hopefully with that I'll have plenty more time after work to actually complete a few more projects and gift ideas that I have for family and friends. Also, I have a project next in line, some type of like kitchen cabinet that our babysitter is highly interested on. So that's gonna be the next video coming up around the bend. But please like, show your support, comment, and follow through. All right, without further ado, let's continue this project. Let's check it out. Let me know you like it. Subscribe, like, and comment. Not asking too much, just a little bit of insight. All right, so here we have it. We're gonna start building the legs now, and pretty much I don't want to spend too much money on hardwood, getting it ripped, trimmed, and all that good stuff. So I went to our local H Depot store and bought the wood pieces that I needed, 1x4s, and pretty much I put the color that I want to be seen on the outside, which is poplar, and cheap pine 1x4s on the inside. That way I don't have to spend double the amount on something that's not going to be showing any details. How did I do these? Well, firstly, you're going to need 4 posts total. So what you want to do is allocate your poplar pieces, find which is the side you want revealed, and face it downward, right? And usually I go for the one with the most detail on it. And now what we're gonna do, all products here are not sponsoring me, just so you guys know, but I'm using some Tide Bond 2, and we're gonna evenly spread a coat of wood on both pieces, which will be sandwiching the pine pieces, right? So this is how the wood looks, right, with the glue. Now with a scrap, so I have a roller, just gonna gently pass over it to evenly spread both ends. Once that is set, set our little scrap piece to the side. And now we are gonna get our pieces of wood. These I had pre-glued. They're starting to split because I just took them off the clamps. And we're literally just gonna put them on the inside of the actual poplars are gonna be hugging it. Now, I don't know if you can really tell, but they're kind of bowing, right? How are we gonna take care of that? Too easy. I don't have time to wait 24 hours to clamp it. So what we're gonna do is rather easy and simple. I'm gonna try to get this back part as flush as possible. Now, best way to set these is by flipping them upright with the faces facing you, pretty much. Now it's all bowing, so you have to work quickly, right? Get your drill. And what you want to do is 2 screws offsetting each other, 2 from this side, 2 from this side, a little bit higher. Same pattern on this side, just opposite, just flip the pattern with the holes. And you're gonna put 1 this way, 1 this way. So a total of 8 screws. So since I'm against the clock, what I am gonna do I'm gonna stop talking and get these screwed on. That way you can see all that good magic I have to do. All right. And you do this a total of 4 times. And then if you want, once everything's said and done, fully cured, sand it all down, put some nice wood filler in here. And last but not least, make sure that you got all your holes with screws. So yeah, just it's a quick and easy way to make 4x4s using 1x4s. Alright, now to complete the other set, right? So that's 1 pair, that's 1 pair, got 2 more to go. So now we have our 4 boards, or 4 posts, and each pair is going to be joined in using 2x4s. Again, they're going to be made out of 1x, all poplar. The 2x4s, the made 2x4s are going to be in the top portion of the post, joining it from the top. The bottom is going to be a 2x6 or 2x8, also joined together by glue and possibly a screw or 2. And those are gonna be jigged up with a pocket hole screw. They're all gonna be joined with pocket hole screws. It's bad enough that I'm already using a lot of those screws, so it's kind of like, hey dude, you're already wasting screws. Well, screw you too, bro. Don't criticize. This is the wrong channel to criticize.
So how are we gonna do this? Again, the 2x4s, they're not gonna be really exposed, but at the same time, if somebody does want to check it out and look at it, I do want the nicest portion of the wood to be noticeable, right? So I'm gonna look for one that I am in love with. I'm gonna set them together. That way, at least we have some decency going on. And the exact same way, we're gonna add glue to these. Try to spread it as even as possible. The only difference is, instead of using 2.5-inch screws, I'm going to be using 1 1/4 screws to join them together. Why am I not clamping these and letting them sit? I am on a very tight schedule. Literally, I'm not even supposed to be out here. I'm supposed to be cleaning the house. You know, man duties. But right now everyone's taking a nap, so I'm like, set. Try not to make too much noise. At the same time, if they hear me, guess what? I got caught. End of the video, and see you guys another day, right? So let's just try to set these guys as straight as possible. But if for some reason we can't do it, oh well. Hey, what's going on, guys? Right now, I'm currently getting the spliced 2x4 that I made out of poplar to connect the 2 columns on both sides of the table. So a total of 4 columns connected by made a spliced 2x4 out of 1x. It's gonna measure 8 inches. Here I have a pre-cut one, and this one is pretty much gonna sit in between both beams represented by this 2x4, and it'll sit something like that, right? In the previous video, we were actually splicing the 1x4s to make a true 4x4. The outsides is poplar, the inside is pine, all 1x. And as you can tell right here, it's still not straightened out, but using a Japanese pull saw, I ended up fleshing out the bottom. Once we have these bad boys set, actually these bad boys set, we're gonna find their common place. No, we're not gonna glue, we're not actually gonna nail them together yet or screw them together, due to the fact that, as you can see right here, it's somewhat even, right? The cut is pretty much almost flush. But if we flip it over, oh no, it's off by like a 1/16. So this needs to get taken care of, as well as our 4x. Look at how uneven they are. See that? And so all of this needs to get straightened out before I even consider putting them all together. With that being said, let the commencing begin. Or continue, maybe. come by 8 ready to glue. I picked the sides that I want to have visible. So now, I'm just gonna flip this bad boy. And even though it's a bit hard to tell right now, this glow up is a little bit of a headache due to the fact that the bottom piece itself, this one, has a slight split on this end. So we're gonna try to do our best with it. Hopefully everything works in our favor. But these two pieces both have such unique features to them that I don't know. I'm gonna have a hard time deciding how I want them to be displayed on the table itself. But let's see how it goes on. I'm gonna try not to damage the bottom face of this. Normally I put like a piece of wood on the bottom, but this one I'm just going for it. I'm really crunched in time. See how straight this comes out. There's a mark up here with a speed square, a mark on the front and a mark on the back. I don't know if you could tell it right here, but I'm hoping it comes out. Here you have it. This is the pattern that I was talking about. Outstanding in this pattern as well. Totally worth it. So here we have it, guys. Next on the list, I'm gonna try to get everything situated. I'm more than likely gonna be using a belt sander to even stuff out. But before I use the belt sander, I'm gonna try to use a small planer. Then work my way down to the belt sander in case there's like something that's majorly uneven, and then down to the orbital sander. Still working on them legs, so see how it all turns out. Well, now that we've gathered all the wood that is needed to make the base of the table and also make the stretchers are going to join the bottom of the legs and the actual sub-support for the base of the actual table, like the actual table itself. Now we gotta glue up, cut, and this time around I managed to acquire a brad nailer, so I'm gonna attempt to glue everything with a brad nailer, cut everything after to size, and then get into the whole glue up part. I know the gluing's gonna take a minute, but what else can we do? We got all the time in the world, right? So without further ado, let's get it going. So that's the base, or the top of the table, pretty much glued up. We'll wait a little bit for it to cure and whatnot. I know there's going to be a lot of critics regarding how I was pointing the gun at myself and whatnot. It's like, hey dude, we're still learning, we're not criticizing here. I like the way it works. One big screw up was not fully putting the pressure needed to compress the wood, and not having enough clamps. So that's a new investment that I'm gonna have to come through with. Definitely more clamps. I only have 2 more clamps, and those are the 3-footers. So running low already. Let's see how far I get with this other part. So now for the leg stretcher, the front face of the leg stretcher, I'm joining 4 1x to make a 4x4. Same process as last time, just a lot more quicker. So check it out. So on this one, the only thing I did different was made the brad nails go in planted at 2 different angles. That way, instead of having them straight pulling up and the wood pulling up with its natural tension, by having them both going in at a slight angle, it prevents the wood from actually trying to grow and do its own thing. So this one I won't have to clamp down, hopefully, but once everything is set, I'll be cutting all everything to size. The only other thing I gotta glue now is the back stretcher, which is gonna be another 2x8 that I'm making out of 1x8 poplar as well. So see how that one works out. Exact same process as the other ones, which we're not gonna